Good morning. Hello and welcome. All right, what do we got going on here? We've got this panel. One of the one of the leads from this wiring harness has broken off of the panel, and in fact, it's the ground. It's the ground wire that has disconnected right here. I guess you can't see that per se, but the middle lead here is disconnected, and I'm going to have to desolder all of this, restrip the wires to the same length, and then reconnect them to the panel right here. So without any further ado, just need to get enough heat on here quickly enough to melt that lead. There we go. Okay, disconnected. Okay, see, it's freshly tinned. First of all, I'm just going to clean up the end of this wire by cutting all the leads down so that they're even. It's not laid out for the three wires in the pattern that they're laid out for. You have to flip over and twist around one of the leads, and it's not that one, it's the red one. I'm going to add some more solder to this pad here. Doesn't seem like there's a lot on there. That was way too much solder there. Okay. Add some more to the ground pin. So we can grab it. Oh. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's juicier than what it was. That is difficult to see, but now I gotta tin the end of these wires, and then I gotta connect them to these pads. I'm just wondering if it needs to be a tad longer. Oh my goodness, I don't do this often enough to be proficient at it. I struggle. I struggle because I know not what I do. Well, you're gonna see me struggling here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna tin my tinning process. That ground one, I don't like the way that stripper pulls. It's like got a tapered end on it. I almost need to, like, what is this, 18? Make sure there's no strands in there. It's good, 18 it is. These are 18s. I am making them longer just because it's the right thing to do. Oh, not 16, 18. That's definitely a cleaner strip. This tool is not necessarily as refined for doing this kind of work. Perhaps it needs to be different designed tool for that application, but 18 gauge is a little bit, I mean, it can handle it. It's just for doing a refined cut. Okay, now we've got the wires down to a usable, hopefully solderable, and then I can trim the length after if I have to, but for now this is not going to be an hour-long video of me soldering. I just need some weight to hold that in place. There we go. Now we got some meat on the bones there. Got some meat on those bones. Herein lies the problem. I gotta do some funky wiring here. Which way should I go? I go with the red one first. Let me do that first. Let's get that positive. Starting with the red wire. Hopefully it just drops in there. Just have to be patient. There it is. There it is, melted on, soldered on, connection made. To get that at the tip there. Okay, here we go. Get that connected like that. Oh yes. Done. That's two. Now the green wire, that data pin. I gotta pull it around and give it a little pinch with my fingers to get it to the right angle. Pull this harness over just so. Get everything lined up and then do the dirty deed. Okay, it's all melted together. Go back over that red one. I didn't like the way that finished off. Disconnected again, but it's a more relaxed position. There we go. And the solder joint looks a lot cleaner. Beautiful. Okay, well, that was fairly simple. I'm going to say that was fairly simple. We're still, the tip is still in good condition, and I can turn off my iron. It hasn't smoked. I didn't smoke my iron today. I'm really pleased that I was able to solder this here without damaging the LED panel and getting a solid connection here. Now I can plug in my controller again. Get this controller plugged back into this panel. Get that controller plugged in there, just like, oh, it's the wrong way. Goes this way. There's a little alignment tab. Click. That's plugged in. Okay, let's turn this over. Now let's get a power source. I got a power brick here. I've got another little battery bank. You can plug it into directly to a wall adapter, USB-C connector. It's pretty straightforward. I just plug it in and this panel should light up, and it does. We're back in business. The ESP lights up, and it's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connected, and it's wireless. Okay, that concludes this video of me soldering, resoldering, the JST connector on the back of this panel and testing it out. Everything is working again. That's all I wanted to do today. Let's give a shout out to Shure. Shure has got this covered audio wise. Sony, my camera, the ZVE1 recorded this video, and thank you to Nex Tech for me buying this soldering iron at Radio Shack, or not Radio Shack, but The Source. Radio Shack was bankrupted here in North America or Canada. The brand name was discontinued. Not sure what happened. Love that brand, Radio Shack. Love this brand, Shure microphones. Love these BTF lighting strips or panels. Just love them. So many options. Love these controllers, these ESP32 controllers. Absolutely adore these things. Inexpensive, available at various websites on the internet, but easy to set up with WLED. Another shout out for WLED for powering the software-driven free open source software to drive these devices, and otherwise bring a little bit of joy and pleasure into our worlds. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. You guys have a fantastic day. It is the day after St. Paddy's Day, and yeah, that's why this is green. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.